There are dozens of creative problem-solving tools. Let's look at a half dozen of the most popular. The first one is called Link the Previously Unlinked. So on many cars nowadays or RVs, you have a television camera at the back. So when a person's backing up, assuming they have a screen, a GPS in the car, they can see what they're backing into. So this is simply linking a television camera with a vehicle. In the service area, there are in major cities many young people going there to make their fortune. They live in small apartments. They have no washer dryer, so they go to the washateria, the laundromat. They're bored. They'd rather be at the gym working out. So there is actually Lean and Clean, a laundromat that's attached to a gym, and the person throws in their duds, works out for 20 minutes, throws them in the dryer, works out for 20 minutes. So this is linking the previously unlinked. You can get a pedicure while you're waiting for your Virgin Atlantic flight. So what would it be in terms of this challenge or opportunity that you have, which would involve taking two elements that had never been put together before and connecting them? A second tool would be to think the way a child would think. How would a child look at this from a totally different perspective? In fact, the CEO of a major technological corporation brought a sixth grade class into a meeting with his chief policymakers and board to see how children would view the company after touring it. Probably the biggest single tool in creative problem solving is visualization or visual imagery. Einstein used it, for example. I interviewed and surveyed hundreds of executives and entrepreneurs. 98.9%, 99% rounded, said that they use visual imagery. One restaurateur said that when he would design his restaurant for ambiance, he would see the full color menus in his mind's eye. He would see the diners, the hostesses, the servers moving around in the space. It was like a color movie in his mind. Athletes do it. They call it mental practice. They see themselves performing in the zone. So in your mind's eye, visualize what it is that you want to rise to achieve. You can practice visualization. We can think of a 20-second exercise like going back to a residence you lived in as a child and counting the windows. It's amazing how you'll see, if you do it from the inside of the house, curtains, wall hangings, furniture, things you're not counting, but you'll probably vividly see these things. Then go back to that house and redesign it in some way. A fourth tool after linking viewing as a child, visualizing, would be to draw what you visualize. The Wall Street Journal reported that when executives draw their organization as if it were a vehicle, land, sea, or air, or any combination thereof, they have a more vivid picture of what it is that makes the organization gel or flow or not flow well. The last two would be the amazing board of creative directors, I've called it. It's in a book that sold 8 million copies called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, where you meet with a group of people in your mind. I was glad when an executive validated this when Bill Hewlett died, the co-founder of HP. In a memorial for him, this protege of Bill Hewlett said, when I'm stuck solving a problem, I'll ask, what would Bill Hewlett do if he were here? And he said it helps him. So you can get $1 million of consulting in your mind by meeting with Bill Gates, Picasso, Zuckerman, Michael Dell, Oprah, Gandhi. How would they look at this problem? So get the group to think about, and they could each choose a board of directors for the mind, and visualizing and adding auditory imagery, hearing what this person might suggest. And then finally using metaphors. How is this problem like a flower? How is this problem like an African lion? And by metaphorical thinking, you get away from the literalness and open up the imagination. So linking the previously unlinked to what would a child think, seeing pictures in the mind's eye, drawing the problem, having a consultant of the mind of great people, and then finally thinking of your problem in metaphorical terms.